Jealousy, that explosive mix of fear, anger, and sadness that can turn even the calmest person into a full-on detective of someone else's life. But why do we feel jealousy? What actually happens inside our brain when this feeling hits? Recent neuroscience research shows that jealousy is not a simple emotion. It involves several areas of the brain working together. When someone feels jealous, regions like the prefrontal cortex, insula, hippocampus, dorsal striatum, and even the cerebellum get activated. The prefrontal cortex, for example, is responsible for emotional control and decision-making. The insula and hippocampus are linked to threat perception and emotional memory. In other words, your brain literally scans for dangers to the relationship. And there's more. Functional MRI studies show that when someone sees their partner interacting with a perceived threat, brain areas related to social pain also light up. It's like the brain interprets the situation as a form of exclusion or rejection. A curious case is the so-called Othello Syndrome, a rare disorder that can occur after brain injuries, especially in the right frontal cortex. People with this syndrome develop delusional jealousy, believing their partner is cheating without any evidence. They create stories in their heads, make accusations, and often put their relationships at risk because of thoughts that have no basis in reality. Another interesting study was done with women who felt threatened when their partners looked at other attractive women. After this jealous-inducing situation, they experienced a kind of emotional blindness, meaning they were so impacted that they had trouble perceiving neutral images shown immediately afterward. This shows how jealousy can mess with our perception and attention. And it's not just humans who feel jealousy. Research with T-Tie monkeys, who are naturally monogamous, showed that when the male sees his partner interacting with another, brain areas related to social pain and emotional bonding become highly active. So jealousy has an evolutionary route and probably arose as a way to protect the emotional bond and ensure species survival. But the problem arises when this healthy jealousy, which serves to protect the relationship, turns into anxious or pathological jealousy. When a person starts making up stories in their head, interpreting everything as a threat, and developing controlling behaviors like checking their partner's phone, constantly asking where they are, or invading their privacy. If you feel jealousy has been getting in the way of your life or relationships, some strategies can help. First, try to identify what kind of jealousy you feel. Is it based on real facts, a concrete threat, or is it more a product of your imagination, anxiety, or insecurity? Second, avoid controlling behaviors. They may ease anxiety temporarily, but end up reinforcing the cycle of distrust in the long run. Third, strengthen the relationship. Invest in positive moments with your partner, work on communication, and create an environment of trust. Fourth, learn to deal with uncertainty. Relationships will always have some level of risk. And lastly, if you realize you can't manage it alone, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Therapy can really help you understand the roots of jealousy and find healthier ways to deal with it. Jealousy is natural. It's part of our evolutionary history in biology, but it's up to us to choose whether we let it control us or learn to listen to what it wants to tell us in a mature and conscious way. So, have you ever been through a jealousy situation that marked you? How do you deal with it? Tell me in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and of course subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos about how our minds work. See you next time.